Thank you for watching South Georgia Hot.
Clean yourself up, son.
I'm gonna do it now. Oh.
She missed the door. She missed her dog door.
Now she's embarrassed.
Dude, maybe she eats those leaves and gets like hallucinating off of them or something. Look at her. Look at her, dude.
What is that? That's weird.
She's like, why are you filming me?
She knows what's happening. She's like awkward now.
You're good. Oh, it's around the bumper. I mean the hitch.
Oh my god, dude, that thing could come off easy.
Yeah.
Oh my god, you have no idea.
Yeah, and it was on the highway.
Yeah.
Got it. Oh, one more. Here we go. Nice.
Oh.
It went into my plate.
Give it time. All right, here we go. Ready?
Oh.
Right. You ready to try, buddy? No, try. Here we go. Ready? All right.
Oh, nice.
Oh, you got this. Come on. You got this. Yeah. Push this down now. Hey. Here we go. Faster. Faster. One more. Faster. Here we go. Got it.
Oh.
That's all right. Hey.
Take a picture.
I didn't get any footage walking in, so this is us walking out. Well, here we are. I was out here talking to my buddy on the phone, and I was just looking in the back of the truck, and somebody has stolen our generator. It's gone. They didn't take the 2 brand new tires, but they took the $700 generator. So I have police on their way. Well, I contacted the local police department. They told me to try to get a serial number that was on the generator, so I called Harbor Freight. Harbor Freight doesn't keep track of generators, and she said she doesn't think that they keep, she says she doesn't think that they put serial numbers on generators that are that small. And to top all this off, I've been trying to figure out where my brake pads are. So I called the lady this morning and left a message. I was like, hey, you know, I bought some brake pads from you. You told me that you were going to call me back with a tracking number and all this. She didn't answer, so I called back again, didn't answer again. So I called back one more time. She finally answered, and they had a shootout in front of the building. Some guy got killed. He pulled a gun on cops right outside the Rockwell building, and the cops had to shoot him and kill him. And I was like, okay, whatever. But I looked it up on Google, and sure enough, cops had to shoot and kill somebody right outside the Rockwell. So that guy probably died because of my luck. Anyways, now we're out of generator. Now it's like, now what do I do? Let me see if I can show you guys the lock. What did she do with that lock? They cut right through my, right through my lock. Let me see if she put it in here. Here it is, right here. There it is. They cut right through it. Which everybody's probably going to be like, why did you have such a small lock? Well, I have it run through this metal thing down here. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. So obviously I'm going to have to come up with something, because that's not going to keep it safe. What's crazy is the first time I ever came to Salt Lake City with my brother, me and my first wife had moved out here. And I just happened to go out to my truck one day, right outside of his house. Went out to my truck one day, and there's some guy sitting in my truck, taking all the stuff out of my center console, my checkbook. I had some like walkie-talkies and stuff like that. And I'm like, what the hell are you doing? He's like, what do you mean? I'm like, you're in my fucking truck. And he's trying to take his car keys and start I had a Ford Ranger at the time. He's trying to start my Ford Ranger. And the keys wouldn't go in. He's like, the keys won't fit. I'm like, it's because of my fucking truck. Anyways, I had like a piece of angle iron in the back of my truck. I end up fucking smashing him with this piece of angle iron. And he takes off running through these neighborhoods, right? And I'm calling the cops, and I'm running along with them, and I'm smacking the shit out of him with this piece of angle iron, right? Until the cops could finally get to where we were, and they end up arresting him. He's all cut up and bloodied and shit. And so that was my first experience with getting something. Well, I guess he attempted to steal stuff. I just can't win though. With all this brake mess going on, and now somebody stole my generator, it's like, on top of having to deal with the shitty rates and the shitty brokers, and brokers not paying you, and brokers not answering the phone, or they don't call you back, when you call them up and you're like, what time do I have to be there to pick up? And they're like, well, let me call you right back. And then all of a sudden the load's off the fucking board. It's all that shit on top of everything else you have to deal with in life. It's just, this industry just isn't worth it. It really isn't worth it. I had some guy call me today. I thought he watched the channel, but he just looked us up, and called me and asked if we were leasing on trucks. It's like, no. He went out and bought a 2014 Dodge Ram 3500 with 150,000 miles on it. And then he went out and bought one of those was it a load trail flatbed triple axle, the one with the wheel well that comes up above the bed. And I'm not saying you can't make it work, but it's a lot harder to load that trailer due to the fender well sticking up, that a forklift can't get in there and put a piece of whatever down. It's more of a car trailer, really. It's a car trailer, because it sits lower than a normal flatbed. I don't know. I don't know what to do.
I'm not seeing any right shipping from anywhere. It's out of that county. Make sure. Not looking very good.
I've got a part number if that'll help.
4739-R.
That's right. Is the Texas branch not working either?
No, it's Colorado.
Oh, okay.
I'm not seeing anything on the right. I could be looking at something wrong, but
I
could be the one.
I guess if I called them, would they know? I don't know.
I doubt it.
Yeah.
Because you don't have an account, now it's real difficult. That's the hard part. And I'm trying to. If you have like a regular account, I could just check the history, but
Yeah.
not going through straws. But the left or left, I mean, the left did leave.
Okay.
Left. I'm gonna have to do some more research on these rights, see if I can figure out what's going on with them.
Okay. I mean, that'd be awesome. I don't know if you want to call me back or.
Yeah, I'll see if I can find something. I got your number, obviously.
Okay.
This is myself.
All right. Awesome. Thank you.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks.
Bye. And that there is my luck. I'm telling you, no matter what happens, it's my fault. So let's hope he calls back, because they refunded my money on my bank account this morning without calling me with the tracking information. So I don't know what to do. I can't even tell if they've been shipped, when they're going to be here, or anything.
You're 3 to 4.
So my typical luck, today is Tuesday, so I wasn't even expecting the brakes to come in, but look, we got our brakes in. But my typical luck, so this is probably the right one because it's a 4-bolt, but they sent me one 5-bolt. They sent me one 5-bolt and 3 4-bolt. What do you think, Penny? Oh my God.